Utility knives sit in almost every toolbox, junk drawer, or workshop around the world. Yet, most people have no idea how much history, ingenuity, and surprising utility hides inside that simple, retractable blade. Today, we peel back the layers of this everyday tool to reveal secrets that will change how you see it forever. Stick around, because the utility knife has way more to offer than just cutting through cardboard. Hey everyone, welcome back to Objectified, the channel where we dive deep into the stories behind the stuff we use every day. I am your host, and today we are talking about the utility knife. You probably have one lying around somewhere right now. It is that go-to tool for slicing through packaging, trimming drywall, or even tackling a quick craft project. But here's the thing. This little blade has a massive story to tell. We are not just scratching the surface here. We are going all the way back to its origins, tracking its evolution, exploring its cultural impact, and uncovering some wild facts you will wish you knew sooner. By the end of this video, you will never look at a utility knife the same way again. So, grab your favorite blade if you have one handy, and let us get started. Every object has a beginning, and the utility knife starts its journey way further back than you might expect. Knives in general go back thousands of years. Archaeologists have found sharpened stone tools dating to the Stone Age, around 2.5 million years ago. Those early blades were not retractable, of course, but they laid the groundwork for what we know today. Fast forward to the 19th century, and metal knives became more common. Craftsmen and workers needed something reliable for cutting leather, wood, or rope. Enter the fixed blade knife, a sturdy tool that got the job done but had its limits. You could not adjust it, and carrying it around safely was a hassle. Then, in the early 20th century, something big happened. The modern utility knife as we know it started taking shape. In 1936, a guy named Norman Larson stepped onto the scene. Larson was a Canadian inventor who wanted a knife that was practical, portable, and safe. He came up with the idea of a retractable blade that could slide in and out of a metal handle. That design was a game changer. Workers could swap out dull blades for sharp ones in seconds, and the retractable feature meant fewer accidents. Larson patented his idea, and soon after, companies like Stanley Tools picked it up. By the 1950s, the utility knife was everywhere at construction sites, homes, factories, you name it. That simple invention turned a basic cutting tool into something anyone could use without needing a blacksmith on speed dial. So, the utility knife had its big debut, but it did not stop there. Over the decades, this tool evolved in ways that kept it relevant. After Larson's retractable design hit the market, manufacturers started tinkering. In the 1960s, snap-off blades showed up. You know those knives where you break off the dull tip to reveal a fresh edge? That idea came from Japan. A company called Olfa introduced it, and it was brilliant. No need to carry spare blades, just snap and go. Olfa even coined their name from the Japanese words uru, meaning to fold, and ha, meaning blade. Clever, right? Then came the materials. Early utility knives were all metal, but by the late 20th century, plastic handles started popping up. They were lighter, cheaper, and easier to grip. Some even added rubber coatings for extra comfort. Blades got an upgrade too. Stainless steel became standard, resisting rust and staying sharp longer. Titanium-coated blades followed, offering even more durability. Today, you can find utility knives with built-in features like blade storage, quick-release mechanisms, or even LED lights for working in the dark. The basic concept stayed the same, but the innovations made it faster, safer, and more versatile. One standout moment in this evolution happened in the 1990s. Folding utility knives hit the scene. These combined the portability of a pocket knife with the replaceable blade of a utility knife. Suddenly, you had a tool that could fit in your pocket without stabbing you. Brands like Gerber and Milwaukee ran with this idea, and it became a favorite for dyers and pros alike. The utility knife went from a workshop staple to a must-have for anyone who likes getting stuff done. Now, let us talk about why the utility knife matters beyond just cutting stuff. This tool has carved out a place in culture that goes deeper than its blade. For starters, it is a symbol of practicality. In a world full of fancy gadgets, the utility knife keeps things simple. Contractors rely on it to build homes. Artists use it to shape sculptures. Even survivalists swear by it in the wild. It is the ultimate all-purpose tool, and that universality gives it a quiet kind of power. In movies and TV, the utility knife pops up more than you might realize. Think about those tense scenes where someone cuts through rope to escape or uses it as a makeshift weapon. It is not flashy like a samurai sword, but it gets the job done. That gritty realism makes it a favorite prop for directors. And in the real world, it has a dark side too. After 9/11s, utility knives became infamous because hijackers used them as weapons. That moment shifted how we see them suddenly. This everyday tool had a dangerous edge in the public eye. On a lighter note, the utility knife has a fan base among hobbyists. Crafters and model builders love it for precision cuts. There is even a subculture of collectors who hunt down vintage models or rare designs. Some folks customize their knives with engraved handles or custom blades, turning a $5 tool into a personal statement. It is wild to think something so basic could mean so much to so many people. But that is the utility knife for you, humble, yet iconic. Alright, time to drop some jaw-dropping tidbits about the utility knife. First off, did you know the average person uses a utility knife about 10 times a week without even thinking about it? That is over 500 cuts a year. Crazy, right? Another wild one. The world's smallest utility knife measures just 1.5 inches long. It is tiny enough to fit on a keychain, but it still packs a retractable blade. Companies like Victorinox make these mini marvels, proving size does not limit usefulness. Here is a weird one. In 2015, a guy in the UK set a record for the fastest time opening 50 boxes with a utility knife under 2 minutes. He trained for months, perfecting his technique. That is dedication. And get this, utility knives have been to space. Astronauts on the International Space Station use them for repairs and experiments. Turns out, even in zero gravity, you need a reliable blade. Oh, and one more. The most expensive utility knife ever sold was a custom titanium model that went for $1,200 at auction. It had a diamond-encrusted handle. Who knew a toolbox staple could turn into a luxury item? So, there you have it. The utility knife is way more than just a blade and a handle. From its origins with Norman Larson to its high-tech upgrades and cultural staying power, this tool has earned its spot in our lives. It is practical, it is versatile, and it is full of surprises. Next time you pick one up, you will know the wild history and hidden secrets behind it. What do you think? Has this video changed how you see your utility knife? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the utility knife, hit that like button and subscribe to Objectified for more stories about the objects we take for granted. Got a tool you want us to explore next? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You are the best part of this channel. Until next time, keep exploring the world around you, one object at a time. See you soon.